Hello and welcome to the table once again. My name is Kieran.
I'm Grant.
I'm Lanny.
And today we will be playing, provided by the publisher, Lightseekers Awakening, a new hot trading card game. I believe this was successfully kickstarted, I think a year ago or so? I don't remember. It was
some time ago.
It was kickstarted. They hit us up, said we wanted to, you guys want to check it out? We obliged, and now we're here to play.
We do love ourselves some card games.
Game. You play some Hearthstone.
I
play
do.
Some other stuff. And this game has really interesting elements. It features hero cards. You got a new hero here, and it actually has ARG elements. We're going to be covering the trading card game here, but it has every single card can be scanned and used for the phone app.
Nick, are you paying attention?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I was playing the Lightseekers phone app. It is an action RPG game. Like you said, there are ARG elements to it. You can actually scan your cards, and they will pop up as little holograms as you're playing. It's incredible. I'm in the middle of this little fly shooting section here. It's actually very addictive and kind of fun. I like it.
We already got someone converted, but it has really interesting elements to it. The features now, but
All right, I'll put this away.
We're here to focus on the trading card game aspect because no internet, no app required. You can just play this game with your friends, and this goes from
Analog.
Yeah, goes from two
Goes old school.
2 players all the way up to as many as you want. This is a very unique game in the fact that it doesn't have a player threshold.
You can have like 100 people as long as they're sitting in a circle, they can play it.
So we have here set decks from them. We have the tech starter deck that I will be repping.
I'm gonna be rocking the Storm.
My order is nature.
And with all of these elements combined, we will see who is the light seeker. Who is the seeker of light?
I shall seek the light way harder than you, because here is another element of this game.
Yeah.
The person on your left is your target, and the person on your right is your enemy. I am going to be seeking to take you down. You shall be trying to withstand my barrage as you try to take down Grant.
Dynamics.
I will destroy everyone.
Yeah, Grant's gonna be attacking me, but he's from afar, so he like
Whatever, man.
Pretend the map loops
I shoot
that
my
way.
guns west and they hit you on the east.
Oh man.
Nature, man, it's everywhere. You don't even know it. It's gonna be coming from behind you.
Yeah, but the Storm's really good about tearing down nature, and we're standing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rusting over here. I'm gonna have to weather the storm throughout everything.
But in order to do this, we're gonna have to go through the play phases. Because we got some cards that we gotta play.
That's right.
And we need to learn how many cards we're gonna be drawing here. Kieran, how does this work out?
So we start off the game. The first player, whoever's going first, draws 4 cards, and the next player is going to be drawing 1 more card than that. So we're going to be going from me down to Grant. He's going to draw 5. You're going to draw 6.
Got it.
And the maximum amount you can draw is 7, correct?
Is 7, that's right. So if you want to have
2,
any more players, they still only draw 7 cards.
5, 6. All right. Now, there are different types of cards that we'll be playing with as well, right? Like,
That's right.
We got buff cards.
Yep.
Which are basically, like, as the name would imply, they give your character a buff. They have an ability. All the card text is very plain and easy to use. There are rotating buffs, which will eventually cycle out.
Yeah, the rotating buffs, they have effects that make them move. You're actually going to physically move the card, and then they will, at some point, for different ones, they will expire, and they got to get out of here.
Yes, and then there are the clunky-sided rotating buffs, which you need to meet requirements in order to rotate.
Yeah, they'll tell you when to move those ones. There's also other action cards, such as attack cards, which you'll play against your target to hopefully destroy them.
And we also have defense cards, which will replenish some of your lost health.
Yeah.
And try to keep you in the game.
And also, there are item cards. I'm not sure. We looked through the starter decks. I didn't see any item cards in the starter
Not in
decks,
ours in particular, no.
But there are item cards that you can also add to give your hero extra elements and such.
And speaking of heroes, your most important card in your deck is your hero card. I shall be playing as Malia, the Mistress of the Storm. She looks like she's a very windy lady, and she has a special ability Basically, every time I deal damage with a combo, increase that by 1.
Ooh, interesting. I'll be playing as Zuna, the little wizard. He looks like a wizard. A lizard. I meant to say lizard.
He's a mech lizard dude.
He's a little mech lizard guy.
Little engineer.
And his ability is I can draw 2 cards, but my enemy also gets to draw 1 card. If I use that.
I should
Your
be playing,
enemy, not your target.
Yeah.
I should be playing Trianu. He looks like a very astute tree man with
Is
his
it-
books and potions.
I have to stop. Is this short for Trianu Leaves?
Probably.
Oh,
That
man,
sound-
it probably.
sounds- I love it. I love it. I love
Sounds
it.
accurate.
That's
His
good.
ability is I can draw 2 cards, but my target heals 3 HP when I do so. So it's a bit of a give and take.
Gotcha.
If I think I can deal more than 3 damage with whatever cards I draw, perhaps it is a worthy price to pay.
So, Kieran, as you are going first, let's head into the buff phase. You don't have
Certainly.
any buffs out right now, so...
Nope, but I
So I guess we
might.
head straight to the action phase?
Let's see. Yeah. So from here we have, if in the buff phase, we would trigger any buff effects, but as you can see, in
No
the
buffs
first
are
turn,
on the field.
No buffs out, so we go straight to the action phase. You have 2 action points you can use per turn. You can use all of those to use 1 super powerful combo card that you have to pay for, or you can use 2 action cards, or you can use just 1, and then any unspent action points you can turn into card draw later. You can also use an ability as well. You can only use 1 ability per turn.
And your ability is your hero's ability, right?
Oh,
Mine's
there-
more of a passive, or
There
is-
might also be cards that also provide
okay.
abilities that you can use as well. So it might not just be your hero ability, but any other one that you have on the field.
Okay. So, like, some permanent buffs might offer an ability.
Yeah.
Or an item.
So let me take a look at my cards here.
Yes, let's see what you're... What are you going to do to poor Grant today?
I'm not
Hey,
gonna
man.
do. I'm buffing my. I'm worried about myself right now.
That's
I got
fair.
something on the field. Let's see. Alrighty, I got a game plan. I'm gonna lead us off with Grant. I'm sorry. I love you, but I hope you get destroyed by the Chrono Moth.
Oh no!
Take 3 damage, and I get to draw 1 card.
Curses.
We then move on to the draw phase, and that ends our turn.
I still have 1 more action.
Oh, you still have one
Yeah.
more. Oh, that card lets you draw.
Yeah, I get to draw 1 card from that.
Excellent.
And then I will. You know what? Grant, I love you. I'm sorry.
I don't
but
like
the
where this is
Tyrax
going.
Mercenary deals 5 damage to your pitiful life
Oh,
points.
man. Grant just getting a pummeling. But it's okay. We move on to Grant now, I believe.
Unbelievable.
He gets
Okay,
to
so
react.
That's right. After 2, I spent 2 actions, so I do not get to draw any cards. It is now your turn.
Okay, so since I don't have any active buffs, that phase doesn't do anything for me yet. So now
Yep.
it's just actions.
Yep.
All right. And placing a buff is an action.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Well, I see Kieran's gonna be dealing out some damage. So first things first, I'm gonna throw out. Let me properly name this. Stump Drift Shaman. Who will heal me for varying amounts each turn
Nice.
as the buff goes. I'm going to attack Lanny
Oh, boy.
with my Spirit Mob, deal 3 damage, increase that damage by 3 if you have more buffs than the recipient, which I currently do.
nice.
Taking 6 damage right off the bat. Taking me down a peg, Grant.
And okay, I believe
Yep,
that's
that's
everything
your-
I can
those
do.
are your
so there you go.
actions.
That's my turn.
You know what? I'm not going to sit here waiting. I'm going to buff myself up by playing the Storm Whisperer. The Mighty Storm Whisperer is a permanent buff and increases my damage and healing from combos by 2.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's going to get messy. But let's
Is
see.
that permanent? Oh, wow, that is permanent.
Yeah, that is a perma buff.
Real quick, I don't want to break the game here doing something out of turn, but when I place this buff, it has something in the top left corner. When I placed it right side up, does that mean that takes place when I place it or until it comes back around?
Unless it's an
to
X,
buff
yeah.
phase?
No, it comes in the buff phase.
Oh, only in buff phase.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
that's
so-
when when
okay.
those
Okay.
get activated.
Just wanted to make sure.
All right, so I will do that, and I will end my turn drawing 1 card as I've only played 1 action.
I think so. Let me double check that.
Because I understand the X in the top left being like, it waits until the next buff phase.
It might do that when it comes to
Do its top left corner when it first enters the field.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be that.
Okay, so
Okay.
it takes its effect when it first enters the
Then
field.
I would have healed 1.
Oh,
Just
there you go.
Specifying.
All right, cool. Kieran, it
That
is
looks
your
right.
turn.
Okay.
It checks out. Alrighty. I don't like you healing that up, but
What?
I don't know if I have enough to deal the damage right now. Let's look towards the future with the Time Worm. I play him down, and he doesn't do anything right now, but in one turn he will let me get one discarded combo card back to my hand. And then I will use my hero Zuta's ability to draw 2 cards, but my enemy can also draw 1 card.
Ooh, I get to draw a card. All right.
And with that, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to... No. I think I'm just going to draw 2 cards. But first I'm going to heal when I turn this, as it is supposed to do in the buff phase.
I don't like that stump drift. I don't like him.
I like him a lot. Your turn, Lanny.
I play the mighty combo, Lightning Storm!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Lightning Storm immediately deals 7 damage to my target.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. That's nothing.
And these guys get shuffled back into my deck because I use them to play a combo, correct?
That's right.
Does that mean I reshuffle the deck too? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll make sure I don't know where they are. And with that combo being done,
Yeah, you get to draw 1 card
Yeah, I
at the
will-
end after a combo.
draw a card. And I will end my turn. Playing only 1 action, I will take my other card.
Alrighty. I don't like everybody bullying me. So first I have to rotate the Time Worm. However, I have played that poorly because his effect does nothing. I don't have any discarded combo cards that I can get back. But the Time Worm sounded cool at the time.
Hey,
It did.
I agree.
I'm going to buff myself with the Ramparts. I get to reduce damage received by 2, and I
Ooh.
deal 1 damage to the attacker if I get attacked. So
Ooh.
bring it! Attack me
right.
more.
Starts hitting back.
And then with that, I will not play anything else and get 1 more card.
Okay.
Your turn.
First things first, my buff phase, good old stump drift shaman heals me for 4.
Have you rotated him twice already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he's been out for.
I mean,
Full
he was the
rotation
first. He was
yeah.
he was the first thing I put down, and then I shall use the old oak, which lets me restart up to 2 buffs. So hey, buddy,
Oh, refresh. I like
Oh,
it.
wow. Okay. Yep.
get you back on top.
Keeps
And then
that healing wave a going.
Ah!
The power of nature.
And then with my other action, I shall use a frenzied Creeble, which deals 3 damage, and I increase it by 3 if I have 3 or less cards in my hand, which I do. So
another
6 damage.
damage. I am not looking so hot right now.
jeez.
You got a mighty refresh, but that is my turn, correct?
Yes.
Kieran.
I used 2 actions, so I can't draw anything.
What?
I am sending another 7 damage your way. I know it is reduced by a bit.
That's right. It's reduced by 2, and you take 1 damage for attacking me.
Ah! Static shock. So you're taking 5 damage. I'm taking 1. It's looking a bit dicey for my health pool here. So what I am going to do is I am going to play a defense card and heal myself for 8 health because of my special little ability there.
That ups all those effects by 2.
Yep.
Nice.
Bing. And let's see. Do I want to play anything else? Yeah, sure. I'll play the Thunder Slug buff.
Oh.
And it allows me to tell somebody to remove a buff from their field. Kieran, you may be my enemy, but Grant's looking really dangerous. Grant, get rid of that buff right there.
Thank you. This is why I'm not hitting you. You might be my enemy, but you might be my friend.
Also, you're not allowed to hit me. There are several reasons. But you know what? Let's move on. We'll call it a friendship for right
Yeah.
now. I will continue to try to murder you next time, buddy.
That's fine.
Good.
All right. I will. All right. First here, we have the Time Worm. He rotates, and without anything in the top left corner, he has expired. Move the Ramparts over and rotate him a bit. They're still going to stick around for just a bit longer, and they will stick around for even more because I have another Ramparts.
Oh, man!
I will stack up these defenses, and Grant, you healed all that damage, all that life.
Yes, I
needs to
did.
be returned to the earth from whence
No!
it came. Looper deals 6 damage
Holy cow.
to you.
All right.
You get to draw 1 card, though.
Oh.
Well, there's an effect.
Will do.
Using my action points. I cannot draw. Your turn.
I should have studied up on what elements each order is affiliated with. Because I have certain things that are like, if you can guess how many elements they have in their hand, do this much damage.
I'll tell you this much. Everybody has 3.
Yeah, everyone has 3
3
elements.
potentially.
Yes, but I have to name the element that I'm guessing they have. And that's something I haven't studied.
Metagaming.
Well, hey, if you look at the little
I know
the
you
little
like
box.
time. I know you like time, but I can't attack you. I'm not sure what the storm wields.
hey, let me purvey some knowledge. Lightning
Hey,
bolts
hey,
and air. The recipe for a perfect storm.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. Well, either way, I'm just gonna go with. Hey, Lanny, you have to take 3 damage and remove 1 buff thanks to my reckless spirit.
Ooh, remove 1 buff. Is it of my choice?
It doesn't specify. I just see 3 damage, remove 1 buff. Also,
I think you pick it.
Yeah,
I
think
pick
you have
it?
to choose
Yeah.
my buff.
Get rid of that one that was constant that you got to have forever. Your first one you put down.
Oh, man, you're helping Kieran. And it goes to the discard pile now.
Yep.
That is rough. All right.
And with that, I think that's going to be the only action I do, so I'm going to draw another card.
Well, Kieran, unfortunately, I'm only dealing 5 to you this turn, and your ramparts are going to protect you from most of that. I'm going to take 2 damage, correct?
Yep, you take 2 damage.
Bam, bam. All right, but I'm done with your ramparts. Get rid of them.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Oh, jeez.
The Thunder Slug allows me to get rid of, on his
jeez.
second turn, allows me to get rid of 2 buffs. No more,
right.
Mr. Nice Lanny. Now, I will also play a new buff onto the field, the Suspicious Squid. The Suspicious Squid allows me to, whenever I play a combo, ask one player to discard the top 2 cards from their deck.
Can I refuse?
I think it's more of an order. And Grant, how many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 4.
You have 4 cards in your hand? All right, because I'm going to play the Umbran Informant, which allows me to draw until I have as many cards in my hand as, my enemy. How many do you have?
2.
Never mind, that's worthless. In which case, I will...
No, your enemy, that'd be great.
No, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
my
your-
enemy.
I'm your
Yes,
enemy. I'm your
yes,
target.
You're my target. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to play that
Yeah,
and draw
I
those
have
2
a
cards.
similar card, and Kieran's my enemy, and he keeps ending with low hands.
And I end my turn.
All this knowledge. What will I do with it? Nothing in the buffs. I'm going to use my ability to draw 2 cards, and my enemy also gets to draw 1.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I will also play another Chronomoth. my time friend travels from another dimension to deal 3 damage to you. Letting me draw 1 card. Your turn. Triano leaves.
Thank you. The more I think about it, he looks like a swampy man. He might be Trianu Reeds.
Ooh, okay.
All right. First things first, I have no buffs, but I will give myself one with the Fungal Leecher.
What does the Fungal Leecher do for you, Grant?
I deal the corner amount of damage and heal that amount of damage at the
Wow.
same time. However, it takes a little bit. He's got 2 X's on those corners, so,
Ah,
he's got
okay.
some startup.
You got some time to get rid of him if you have the ability.
Okay.
And the other card I shall use is the Sneaky Creeble. I deal 4 damage, and it cannot be reduced.
Ooh. Well,
Bam.
wait, to me?
It has to go
Oh,
to my
yeah,
target.
that's right. Target. 4 damage cannot be reduced. Blam, 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 blam. Well, I am not feeling the hottest
And
at
that's
the
the
moment.
end of my turn.
All right.
All right, let's see here. I think I'm going to start by throwing out a buff. I throw out the Storm Shaman. Oh, wait, no. First I have to discard any buffs here that are spent. We're in buff phase. Suspicious Squid is the only one left on the field. So I will, since Suspicious Squid's looking a little lonely there, I'm going to throw out the Storm Shaman. Does nothing right now, but stay tuned. The Storm
all right.
Shaman will increase damage done to other heroes by the amount in the corner. So
okay.
we might see a little bit of
All right.
action going next turn with that Storm Shaman. And with that, I will end my turn and draw a card.
Alrighty. You know what? Let's see. I'm going to do nothing and draw 2 cards.
Oh.
Your turn.
All right. First buff phase still does nothing, but just getting ever closer to those glorious number corners.
So close.
As for my action, I'm going to use my hero's ability. I assume that means I forego doing actions to do that.
You can use that
you
and
spend
one action.
You spend
card.
one action doing an ability.
Okay. My ability is I draw 2 cards while my target heals 3 life. So you go ahead and give yourself 3 life back.
Those card draw abilities are pretty useful.
And Kieran, how many cards do you have in your hand?
None.
That's a lie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That will be better. I'm going to also play the Umbron Informant and draw up to my enemy's hand.
Okay.
So you had 5, you said?
6.
6. Thank you.
That's a lot of cards you got there, Grant.
And that's the end of my turn.
That is the end of Grant's turn. Well, this buff is a rockin'. I now deal an additional 4 damage.
Oh, Nikes, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage.
Oh,
so
boy.
I think we're going to have to start this off by dealing 7 damage to you, Kieran.
To Grant, right?
No, it's straight to you. But wait, I ain't done, because I'm not going to let this go to waste. I had 2 attack cards in my hand. I deal an additional 8 to you.
Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1 left.
Be lucky that neither of those were a combo, or else I would have gotten an additional damage in there, thanks to my hero, Malia's ability. That is my turn. I don't draw any cards because I played 2 actions.
Sticking to it.
All right.
Time for them defenses to start kicking in here.
Alrighty.
I'm a dummy. I read my card wrong.
Well, maybe you can get it right this time.
I will.
All right.
I will.
All right, Kieran, what are your last pathetic cards?
Oh, my deck has no pathetic cards. Let me find them. I'm using my ability to draw 2.
I'll take 1, thanks.
You're welcome. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Okay.
You are knocking on death's door, friend.
No, it's gonna be fine. It's very warm here.
I don't know, maybe Grant can deal like 20-something damage to me this turn and you'll be fine.
Unlikely.
The storm weathers all nature.
Okay.
What does technology do in the face of God?
of nature and a storm.
It will not crumble and wither. We shall not rust into the night. Tyrex Mercenary deals 5 damage to Grant.
What?
Oh!
Take it.
And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
That is your turn.
Oh boy. Well, first order of business is my buffs. I get to heal 2, and Nick, you take 2 damage.
Oh, that hurts. Bow, bow.
Next up, I will.
Heal Kieran.
Boy, doesn't that sound fun?
That sounds real good, Grant.
Don't really have that power, Kieran. Sorry.
Not
It
a lot
sure
of
would
things
be a
go to
shame if
help
my
in those
enemy
ways.
died.
I'm gonna deal 20 damage to Nick. Says Grant.
And then Grant will deal the rest of it to you?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. First move. This was the card I was thinking of that I was reading wrong. The Mantix Raider.
Mantic.
I will deal damage equal to the total number of cards of a chosen category, attack, buff, defend, or item, in the recipient's hand, plus 3. So, Lanny, how many buffs do you have in your hand right now?
3.
3 plus 3, that's 6 damage for you, friend.
Damn. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And on top of that, I'm going to get this old bring me back train rolling, throwing this guy down. So, okay, again, clarifying. Top left corner, if it's there, does that go when played?
I'm gonna say yes. Because if not, it doesn't make any sense for the 1 to be there.
That's kind of my thought. All right,
That just makes sense to me.
then I heal 1, and that is my turn.
All right. Kieran,
Yeah? You gonna heal me?
you get to live this turn. Also, I discard. This guy is done. He's out. All right. I am going to start by playing the Guardian Snail. He doesn't do anything yet, but in time, I think I'll be appreciating his ability. and I will end my turn drawing a card.
Whew! Alrighty.
You live for another day, friend.
We did it. We made it. Alrighty. This is where everything's going to come together. I will play my combo buff.
Oh, boy.
Celerity gives me 1 additional action
Ooh.
And how are you paying for this combo buff?
with the 2 time and 1 tech cards that I have in my hand here. So I will play those.
Now, that is a mighty combo. What does this combo do for you?
I get 1 additional action.
Wow.
So I can just get extra action points. However, I erroneously realized that I cannot do any actions because I can only play 1 combo card. So now my turn's over.
He has to live.
It's your
All
turn.
right.
Grant.
Well, first of all, setting my buffs in place. I heal for 2. Nick, you take 2. And then I heal for an additional 2 with this guy. All right. And
Grant
then
with that regen.
I think that's
That's
nature's
that's-
strength.
Ain't that the
nature
trouble with
heals.
Nature,
Nature
we
heals.
try to kill it, but it just keeps coming
Just
back.
keeps growing back like a
I hate
mighty
it.
weed
I know. Just gotta rip it out.
at the root.
Mm-hmm.
Technology, meanwhile, may get rusty, but it keeps ticking.
That's right. It's gonna keep going.
It just keeps going.
Time 0 and all that.
All right. I'm going to play this buff. Right now he does nothing, but in the next turn I get to heal and draw a card. And I will use Spirit Mob once again on Nick with 3 damage plus 3 more if I have more buffs on the field than he does, which I do.
Oh, yeah,
so
you
that's
do. Oh my
6
God.
damage,
Oh,
sir.
jeez.
This is a rough. Grant's
Oh my
deck
God.
is rough.
And that is my turn.
All right. I'm going to have to, first of all, we'll rotate
Think
this.
about little Zuna.
I'm thinking about little
Do you
Zuna.
see this little tiny
Don't worry,
creature?
Kieran. This isn't going to affect you.
That's
I
right.
think we have a mutual enemy at the moment.
What are you talking about? Nature merely lives.
Because right now, I am going to cast send out my buddy, the Umbran Marauder, who deals 6 damage to the hero with the most health.
Oh no!
Yes.
And I will follow that up with defending myself, my buddy, the Vitalizing Frog, who heals me for 6 damage. Setting me back up to where I was before that mess. I end my turn. I
Alrighty.
used up both my actions, so I do not draw a card.
Okay, here we go. I will use, with my now 3 actions, I'm going to use 1, my ability to draw 2 cards.
Thank you.
My enemy can also draw 1 card.
We're frenemies now.
Yeah, now we are.
Best frenemies.
What the hell? I thought we had a deal, Tech.
We did until you blasted me. And, let's see, how much health do you have?
Me?
Yeah, let's
I
do
have
it.
16.
Let's do it. Another, you know him, you love him. Umbran Marauder deals 6 damage to the hero with the most health, and that is you. And then following that, I will also deal another 6 damage to you with Looper.
Wow.
However, you can draw 1 card.
Unfortunately, his buffs,
All right. Well,
they're quite buffy.
I tried.
this buff is done.
Discarded.
Yes, he is out.
He's out.
Ahem. I heal 4 with my Stump Man. Brings me back up.
The mighty Stumpman.
And Tree lets me heal an additional 2, as well as draw a card.
Oh.
All right.
So let's see what we've got here.
Well.
Not quite what I was hoping for. I've got 1 fun card in here, and the others,
Got him on the ropes.
the others less so. But first of all, I will put in the buff, the Moss Ridge Defender. I reduce damage by the amount stated in the corner.
Ah! Die!
Why won't you die?
Okay.
And next, I shall strike out at Lanny with my Oakthorn Warrior. I
Quite
deal
rude.
3 damage, increase the damage by 3 more if I was attacked by this player on their last
Oh
turn,
my God!
which I was. So take 6 damage, sir.
This is relentless.
You hit me, the tree hits back.
That's right.
The tree whips in both directions, my friend.
And that is
Ask
my turn.
not for where the whipper whips. It whips at thee.
That is my turn.
All right, let's turn this guy. I will not be seeing his effects until next turn, but boy, am I looking forward to them. I will play the Hurricane Spirit buff, though, and I will end my turn there to draw a card.
How much does that reduce you by? 3. Okay. Just don't kill me. Come on. Do whatever you want.
No, it's your turn now.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah. I don't have anything to deal damage right now. I'm drawing a lot of sort of preservation stuff.
All right.
Man, by a hair, you are just dangling there.
I know, and I will continue to dangle by this hair.
To your last cog.
I will draw 2 cards with my ability.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How much health do you have? You have 6, right?
I have 6 health.
Okay. How many cards in your hand do you have?
Me?
Grant? Yeah.
2.
Okay, never mind.
I don't like how that was sounding.
Bryn Marauder, 6 damage
6 damage on
to
me?
you.
Do I reduce it by 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you reduce it by your
I
reductions.
thought you had done the math for me and already
No.
reduced it.
I was saying, Bryn, it was a joke.
Brun Marauder.
Never mind. And I will also equip the Unstable Defender. I get to deal, for the first 3 corners, I deal damage to my target, and then the last one, don't worry about it. But I deal 1 damage to you, and I think it gets reduced by 3, so it does nothing, but it's there.
Okay. You attempted.
I tried.
All right, Grant. What do you have?
Kieran, how many cards do you have in your hand?
3.
First, reconcile my buffs. This guy is done, so he is not healing me anymore. However, this gent will heal me for 1. Ugh. And this guy now only reduces my damage by 2 instead of 3.
Okay.
Corner, little cog.
He's falling apart. He's cracking.
I'm crumbling.
The tree's wilting.
Crumbling under the pressure. I shall place this buff, in which I get to draw 1 card. And then I will continue to draw cards anytime I take damage.
Interesting.
And then I shall use my Umbran Informant to draw up to 3, you said, in your hand?
Yep, 3.
And that's your turn?
And that is my turn.
All right, let's resolve this. First of all, this is my stabilization turn because I finally get the effect of my buddy, the Guardian Snail, who heals me for 9.
Holy cow.
Holy crap.
I had to wait 4 turns for that.
No,
Wow.
that's fair.
And then he is resolved. We move over here. He turns. Still not doing anything today, but don't worry. He'll be there in the future. Kieran, I am sorry.
It's
It's
about that time.
It's time to say goodbye because I'm going to deal 3 damage to you, my friend. It was... You will always be my frenemy. I shall remember this.
And Zuna crumbles. Time itself collapses.
The illusion.
The crackling beast
All
is
right,
a mighty little pup.
So because you're my enemy, I gain a victory point for your death, correct?
No,
No.
I gain a victory point because he was my target.
Then I heal.
No, I heal.
Something happens when your enemy dies for the person.
It's the
regardless
target.
of
The
death.
target gets to.
And it's the player eliminating the target.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get the
You get to
the
heal-
benefits.
You get to heal 5.
I get to heal another 5. This is my.
Yeah.
I also believe I get to take 5 of these and put them back
you
in
get
my
to
deck.
take 5 cards from your discard pile and shuffle them back. You can be any card. You don't have to show it to anybody.
Yeah, I don't have to show them.
They can even have the effect burn.
Even if they were to burn. 2, 3. 4, 5. All right, now I'll shuffle those back into my deck.
It's all right, Tech. You'll get him next time.
I will. Man will rise stronger,
It's
or
hard-
lizards will rise stronger.
It's hard for the gears to stand up for nature and the storm for so long.
Have I told you about the Gear Wars?
Yeah. Tell us about the Gear Wars, Kieran. How was it when they were chopping down trees and then the forest was all like, "No, I'd rather you not do this." And then a hurricane came.
Well, it was a little rusty.
They did their best. We tried.
You didn't get the rusties in. All right. So there we go. That is the first turn. All right. Now, for the rest of my turn, I shall do.
And now
Take
you're
this
gone,
time to
so he
draw
can
a
target
card.
me directly.
Yep,
Yes.
you can go directly for you.
Yes. All right. Grant, it is your turn.
Okay.
And I have 1 victory point now. meaning I am currently in the lead.
Yes.
Although, the winner of this bout between you and I gets 2 victory points, so ultimately that
Yeah.
first one is a little fruitless. But in a game of multiple players,
Yeah.
where let's
That
say you're
was-
playing with 5 people,
that math
the
would
winner
start to
can
add
be
up.
somebody that has defeated like more people, and then they don't
And
have to
lost.
be the last man standing.
Yeah.
I am going to first reconcile buffs. Ahem. This one, I believe I healed for 2 last. Yeah. Okay. So this one heals for 1. Will soon be eliminated. You. I'm now reducing damage by 2. And for you, I will draw 1 card when I take damage. Still. I shall play from my hand the Corvid Conspiracy. It will deal the corner amount of damage in the buff phase next turn. And I will not... Actually, no. Hell, let's go crazy.
Oh, we're going nuts.
I'll play another Corvid Conspiracy. And so the
jeez.
next turn it shall also deal damage.
Does that leave 1 card in your hand?
Yes.
All right. Well,
End of turn.
on my buff turn, you're going to return that card to your deck.
This one?
Yeah, that card goes into your deck. Into it.
Do I
Somewhere
shuffle
into it.
Okay.
Yep.
And with that ability used, I will draw 3 cards.
Wow. Very interesting effects in that deck. That's
Yes, I like it a lot. This is now resolved and done. All right. Oh, buddy. I am going to play the Swooping Corvid, which will reduce the cost of my combos, but not yet.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. Let's see. First, reconciling everything. You go away. You are doing nothing this turn.
Yeah, that's now, it's gone.
This is also gone.
Yep.
I will still draw a card if I take damage. You go ahead and take 6 damage
Jesus.
for both of those
2,
buffs
3,
enacting
4,
at once.
5, 6.
That said, you do get to heal for 3 because I'm going to use my ability to draw 2 cards. I shall also just draw 1 card instead of playing another action.
All right. My turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
All right, I continue to set up for the ultimate devastation.
The Storm
We start
Brews.
resolve this. And the Storm Shaman takes the stage.
Oh, boy.
I don't like where this is going.
I will end that turn by drawing a card. Oh, okay. We're good.
All right.
Your turn.
I now no longer draw cards on damage. That buff has expended itself. You, however, take 4 damage at the start of this turn with my conspiracy.
A Corvid a conspiracy. That's a group of them.
Yes.
Yeah, Conspiracy of Corvids. Which I believe in this game's world are like crows? They seem like
I
it.
think so. I am going to use the Spectral Mantic, which will deal the corner damage in the buff to my target, and I get to restart this buff anytime I heal.
Oh, okay.
And I will also draw 1 card.
All right. Well, it is time to resolve this game, Grant, because my deck includes a combination that you were not ready for.
That's true.
My Swooping Corvid reduces the cost of my combo by 3 mana. And I will now deal an additional 4 damage with my Storm Shaman.
Oh, no.
Get ready as I
man.
sacrifice this card to play the Mighty Tornado, dealing 14 damage to your health directly.
Boy. Yeah, I'm out.
Boom! I have seeked the light. The light sought me.
You did it. Way to go, Storm. You ravaged so much, you destroyed all of nature.
The
and
Mighty
man's
Tornado. Oh, by the
machinations.
way, I guess that's technically 15 damage because Malia's ability.
Oh, well, yeah.
I have not had many combo cards. This was like the first one I drew in a
Yeah.
long while.
I kept playing all my cards too quick, so I'd get combo cards and be like, I can't use them because I don't have a hand.
Yeah, I had some really
Also,
cool combos.
because
too.
I played a combo, the Suspicious Squid makes you discard the top 2 cards of your deck.
Oh,
but
okay.
it doesn't matter. It's
My Vine
ineffective.
Lash and my Beast Control, both combo cards I couldn't afford with my current hand.
But no, like for the longest time, I thought like you were just gonna take because you kept regenerating back up to 30 health.
I got my early regens like out of the way.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't getting anything to get anything back.
I was looking earlier because I think it applies when you play the buff. I think so.
Yeah.
It seems
that
like
just
it.
seems-
If
that just makes sense to
we
me.
might have been a little bit mistaken on
Yeah,
that
it
one.
might
Like
have been
maybe it
wrong.
resolves
Yeah.
first on the next turn, but
I can also see it. Like what the part that confused me is you are turning it every turn, and maybe it's just when this turns. Like that's why it has the arrow on it is when it triggers. But
No,
I don't know.
no,
It still seems really weird for there to be stuff.
yeah,
in
because
a
then
top
you'd be
left
waiting
corner.
an additional
Yeah.
turn for
No,
it.
that doesn't make any sense. I think it triggers when you play it.
If we were mistaken on that, we are sorry, but either way,
Regardless,
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, regardless,
Yeah.
it was really
Like
fun.
I was sitting there with all these like buff, defend. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, just waiting. One attack. There we go. Bye, Kieran.
Yeah, like the whole thing about they push this is that the buffs, like the rotating buffs, like kind of the unique thing about this game, and
Which I think is really cool.
I really like that actually,
And the
It's
fact
really
that it
cool.
comes with a fun little mobile game where you can scan your cards and get upgrades in
Yeah.
the game. It has the ARG elements where if you're playing the card game while you have like the phone out, you get
You
like
can see
little
them all come
holographic
out
images.
stuff. It's crazy.
The
It looks
tornado
cool.
pops up, your hero will pop out, and it's got like a nice little 3D
Yeah.
sprite to it. It's
like it's
great. This is
there.
a fun game.
Yeah.
I assume it's coming to stores soon. You can check them out on their website, which is lightseekers.com. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time at the table.
Take care.